Oh man, I was sleeping. My manager, man, I'm telling you, with no shows and I mean a couple of shows, but basically not being on the road, you know, there's so many people that are working like 5 times as hard trying to just stay level, and so he's up every morning at 5 o'clock. So I wake up to a call me, you know. Of course, I'm still up pretty early. I got the kids. I mean, my son gets on the bus at 6:50 now because they have to do all the screening every day, and so we're up at 6 anyway. But it was early in the morning. I was like, oh, cool. Well, I always strive as a songwriter and a producer and a player and just a musician, and I strive to like get better, and like not that like say this whole record that's coming out, is necessarily better, but I push myself to do that, and I was doing that whenever I wrote Rumor, and I was doing that whenever I was producing it in the studio and playing on it, and it's a side of me that I really was so glad that the world got to hear, like the little soulful kind of from the gospel roots, and so for it to be up, for something like that, that I was all a part of it, and so it, you kind of take some pride from that. 2020, man. I mean, obviously the first thing, it was rough because I got employees and stuff that really that's just been a big challenge. But I got great guys, and so we've remained a family. But speaking of family, probably the biggest thing for me, and I take it as a positive thing, is we'll look back, one day, my family and I and my kids will go, well, that was the summer we spent every day with Daddy. It might go down as the best year, the best summer as far as family time. Uh, and obviously there's so many hardships and so many people going through tough things. But if you look at it from that angle, what I take from it is I really got to spend, as of right now, is going on. It'll be a year at home with my kids, and my wife. Well, I think it's really important, and I think that we might be the last industry that like gets back to any kind of a normal, I don't, whatever that may end up being. Um, but I but but I think some people have overlooked how important music is to people, and live music. People, you know, everyday people are going to work every day. They have their life is tough, and they look forward to that time to go let their mind just go to somewhere else. Now, luckily, we've been able to still have records out on the radio and doing that kind of thing, and then live performances kind of like this. But there's something about being at those experiences. I really do feel like that takes people away for a minute from just everyday life and lets them kind of have a vacation for a minute. And so people are missing that vacation, I believe, and I know I am, because I've done a few shows and they have been like magic because it's like sitting on that stage, even in the kind of odd spaces, drive-ins, and people are sitting and spread out. It's different, but I'm so happy to be up there. So yeah, it's definitely important. Music is important, and so we gotta get it back rolling. People are needing that vacation.